Yo, yeah, hello, what is going on, people? Was that too short for you? Well, that is too bad, because that is pretty much how long this song was, and you can find these kind of songs that I put in my intros on incompetech.com. I'll put it on the screen in case you are curious and you want to see those kind of music. They're kind of cheap, but they're fun to play with, and I'm thinking of actually making my own sort of basic music for commentaries as well. As you're seeing, I'm using the G3, and it's going to end already, because that was just kind of a brief little, massacre I did there, and I wanted to show how well the G3 is handling since the patch. And I'm sure you're all wondering what I think of this all new patch, eh? Well, I'm kind of mixed and torn between. At first I was like, yeah, this is actually pretty good, I kind of like this, I like the way this is going, and I like what they've done with it. And then I started playing the game. Yeah, so, my first real huge problem was the fact that I became so accustomed to the way the game played before the patch that when the patch came, I weren't exactly ready for it. And that's because they changed some of the things that I weren't expecting them to change, or at least change to that extent. For example, the SMGs. At first I agreed, okay, the SMGs deserve a lot more recoil and bullet spread when it comes to long range engagements than they previously were, but when I actually started using them a lot more, I started realizing that I was getting outgunned in almost every situation when it came to fighting against an assault rifle. And let's not deny that most of the fast firing weapons are on the assault/medic, like the AEK, the F2000 and the FAMAS, and I'm sure there's a few more I'm missing. But to kind of put it in perspective for you, I guess I've kind of lost confidence with the new way the SMGs handle now. But regardless, moving on, there's a small issue that I've sort of noticed, and I'm not sure if anyone else is noticing it, but sometimes when I'm about to finish off the enemy, just before he dies from my last bullet, I get killed and it negates my kill, if that makes sense. I'm not sure if anyone else is actually experiencing that, but basically I'm not getting the kill because this guy killed me first, even though I've seen my bullets leave my gun. And I know it's not lag because I've succeeded in doing these kind of things before the patch. On a side note though, if you are wondering, this is some Grand Bazaar gameplay. I'm in the tank with C Paradox, and we are gonna go to work. Let me tell you, we just go around and we're gonna make our way to A, and we are gonna just do some damage and take that objective right from them. But I'll let you see that because I don't have too much time to talk about what I want to talk about. Anyway, so paid shortcuts, my fellow subscriber Bankseed reminded me of. And what is it, you ask? Well, what a beautiful question. You can now buy a shortcut bundle for specified class. You could also do this on Bad Company, the previous Battlefield title, and what this does, it unlocks every single weapon accessory and unlock for that class you want for X amount of money. So you're probably wondering what I think of this. Well, I'm kind of torn between two ways. First of all, if the game is balanced, then it shouldn't be so much of a problem, but unlike Bad Company, on this you have to actually unlock every accessory for individual guns that you use, and that is basically saying you have to work for your unlocks. And for someone to just come along and say, well, I'm going to use some money and pay for my unlocks, that in some ways is slightly cheating, because they're having to skip all the hard work in using that weapon. And so in that respect, I disagree with it. Then again, who am I? Hey? Who am I, Jose? Hey? I am joking. Anyway, let's move on to the good points of this patch, okay? Squad deathmatch. Previously, I could not spawn on my squad mates on the mode squad deathmatch, and now it's fixed, so I can actually enjoy it, although it's much more of a challenging mode than all the others, and I'm probably going to extend this gameplay because it's coming to an end now. And I got just a bit more to talk about, so I might add a little clip. Yeah, they fixed my favorite mode, squad deathmatch, finally. So now, I must say, unlike Bad Company on Battlefield 3, you really do feel like you have to stick together as a squad. You're not all spread out just earning a load of kills, because on Bad Company 2, there was no dedicated team deathmatch, so everyone treated it as team deathmatch, and as a result everyone was just running around doing their thing. Whereas now everyone kind of has to act like a band of brothers, because you split up, you go off on your own, and trust me, you're going to be fucked from every single direction you can actually think of. 360 damn degrees. Alright, I'm telling you now, you will get bum raped like a prison shower. You drop that soap and there's a couple hundred soldiers running up behind you. I can tell you that for a fact from the amount. Even when I'm with a team, I still get fucked up. So you really do need to communicate, because I notice how everyone automatically bands together as a squad and kind of sticks together because they know it don't work when they're on their own. But even then, if you're not communicating, you still get messed up. I can tell you that now. Anyway, some more good notes if you want. When I first came onto the game, I noticed cleaner graphics. I'm not too sure why, but the graphics generally looked better, you know, better lighting, everything just looked a bit more sharp and clear. So hey, props to DICE for giving us that. You can now honk car horns if you want. I don't exactly know the use of that, but hey, if you want, there it is. Jets seem a bit heavier. I'm not too sure why. They also seem a bit stronger now. They can take out tanks a lot easier, although that may just be pure speculation, as I was in a tank and I got completely fucked up in one strafe in a matter of seconds. So I'm not complaining there, because I am a jet player from time to time. But like I said, they feel a lot heavier and they don't feel so much like paper planes anymore. So I guess in that respect, it is balanced. Okay, so that's a good thing, I guess. And last but by no means least, the maps. Karg Island, for one thing, on Team Deathmatch has been expanded and it looks quite different as well. Most of the boundaries have been pushed away and opened up, so there's a lot more movement and less spawn killing, which I'm sure you guys are pretty much tired of by now. So you've got that to look forward to. Well, not look forward to, because it's here and I'm sure you've already played it. Tehran Highway's also been extended. There's more freedom around the map, around the bottom areas of the map. So good luck to you if you are on or spawning on the bottom sides of the map, because let's face it, anyone above has the best advantage, and that is what it comes down to. So good luck if you're down there. Yeah, I don't want to take any more of your time, and I know I've missed quite a bit out, but I'm going to end it there anyhow. Maybe I'll talk more on it later as I play more of it. So I hope you enjoyed. This has been Puck. Peace.